Hey guys, this is Eddie, and I wanted to take the opportunity here to show you what happens when a car sits for a long period of time, doesn't move, and the rotors get rusted and causes all kinds of noises. So this HRV's been sitting here for about 2 weeks. All right, and if we look at the rotors, look at how rusted they are. And it's just because it's been sitting here for 2 weeks, hasn't moved, and this is what happens. It's bare metal, water splashes up on it from the rain, and the rotors just get rusted. All right, it's not a super thick, heavy rust, but it's enough rust to make noise. So let me just go over a few things here as far as the noises that it's gonna make, so that you guys don't panic when you get in your car and hear this noise. All right. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the noise that you're going to hear on the outside of the vehicle, and then I'll show you the noise from the inside of the vehicle. Okay, so that was the noise you hear when you're outside the vehicle. All right, I want to show you something here too. See this nice clear spot right here? This is where your pad was sitting. All right, or the pad was sitting. And as you can see, you can actually see the impression of where the brake pad was sitting. So that clear spot on the rotor compared to the rusted area, that's gonna cause some kind of thumping noise. And right there you got a heat spot as well. So let's take this thing for a drive, and I'll show you the noise that you may experience if your car's been sitting for a while. Here's another pad impression right here. That's where your pad was sitting, and that pad impression right there, not a lot of water gets behind your brake pad when it's sitting. This one you can see a little bit did, and it did get rusted, but that's going to cause a thumping noise. So let's take this thing for a ride and check it out. All right, so let's try backing up and see if we can hear those noises. I'm gonna apply the brakes. Can you hear that, like that grinding noise? Actually sounds more like a rubbing noise. So let's take it up the road here and see if I can get it to make that thumping noise I'm talking about. So it's not too bad. After sitting for 2 weeks, this one's not too bad. I've heard a lot worse. But you can hear like a rubbing noise, and it's rhythmic. I'm gonna shut up so you can listen, okay? You can actually hear it outside the car better. As you go by objects, the trees. You'll be able to hear it really good right here. Maybe not. Definitely hear it when you come into a stop. I notice you can hear it really well when you're turning. Like say you're driving down a road and you're taking a corner of the road, as you can see up here. Got some guardrails up here. I was hoping to show you the noise up against the guardrails. You can hear it's like a hissing noise. Very light on this one though. And after this road test, the rotors should be pretty well cleared off, so let's go check them out. All right, so we're done our road test, and look it, the rotors are all nice and cleaned off because the brake pads basically just scraped the rust right off those rotors, and the noise is pretty much gone. You still hear a little bit of light hissing, but really not too bad. Rear rotors didn't fare so well. There's still a little bit of rust on the inner edge here and on the other outer edge, but for the most part, they look pretty good. I don't see the pad impression anymore. Everything looks pretty decent. I mean, you have that rust there. You're gonna have to do some braking in order to scrape that off, or it may not even come off, and eventually you have to change your rotors. Two things you can do. One, you can drive it, see if you can drive those rust spots out. And then if that doesn't work, then you're gonna have to take it to your local garage and have them either resurface the rotors or replace the rotors. But most of the time, when it only sits for a couple weeks, you can generally drive that rust right off the rotors, unless there's already a pre-existing condition on the rotors, like they're already super rusty. But, you know, you cross that bridge when you get to it. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. Helped you understand that when your car sits for a few days or a few weeks, this is what happens to your rotors. And there's really not much you can do about it unless your car is parked inside of a garage or under a carport where you can't have any moisture splashing up on your rotors while it's sitting for those weeks. All right, so you got any questions or comments, please leave them in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.